Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we are talking about Thetan Arena. They have just announced that from September the 25th to October the 2nd, there will be an alpha launch of the game. Shout out to Jimmy Crypto who made me aware of this on Twitter. This game, I told you, was going to be moving very, very fast following its IDO, and this just backs that up. It just shows that they are ready to test it and that they are lined up for what they tweeted was that it was coming release October. That means probably, I reckon towards the end of October, we're going to see an open beta following this alpha launch, provided that everything goes all right. Being that this is a ready-made game being reskinned for the blockchain, it just needs to be integrated. I think if that's running all smooth, there's going to be no problems at all. The blockchain, I think, is going to be the most difficult part of getting this right. We have two chains, obviously, the Binance Smart Chain and Cardi Chain. The market is looking very bearish at the moment. Bitcoin and BNB and Ethereum struggling, but THG doesn't care. THG just says, you know what, I'm just going to keep going up because I told you this is a hold. This is something that I am holding. Yes, I sold a big portion of 938 off so that I could purchase a brand new camera to get better quality on my streams and recordings. So that's coming tomorrow. Can't wait for that. But because I always say take profit, you know, there's considerable profit there. It could dip, so take gains along the way, but do not by any means remove all your tokens that you've got. But currently sitting at around about just over 3,500 probably. Cardi Chain making moves as well, 7% up. Usually we want to see that sitting around 0.05. I reckon once we get there, we'll be looking at more like 4,000 if it stays steady. So another thing to back up holding this is they're getting a lot of press in that they currently have been on the BSC GameFi Expo, where there's going to be live streams and 100,000 in airdrops. They've already had the first one was the first meeting was with Thetan Arena, and they talked about is basically they showed the trailer, which looks really good, and then they showed there was a little like strategy tips and strategy video on the different types of heroes. So we've got the tank class, we've got the assassin class, and we've got the marksman class that all have different advantages in different gameplay and different skills that we'll look at in a bit. But what we really want to look at today is what is the difference between free to play and pay to play, and is this a game that you want to invest in and use your tokens in rather than taking that route of investing absolutely nothing and it being free to play. Now in doing that, you're going to think about, you know, what heroes do you want? There's going to be a wide selection of heroes available. There's 3 rarities. So if we go to the whitelist, we can see that the heroes have 3 types: the assassin, tank, assassin, marksman, and they're at different levels. So there's 2 levels. There's the hero level, so outside of the game, and then there's the hero level in game. So as you get more kills, likely you'll pick up more buffs that will make your character level up and have more attack, more HP. Then we have the rarity, which is the standing, you know, the different colors. The rarity of a hero is determined by 2 elements: the base rarity of that hero and the rarity of its skin. Heroes with higher rarity have more unique playstyles, abilities, and will have a chance to get bonuses in battle rewards. So it looks like you can get a variety of some of these, but with just different skins. So you might have a Phoenix, but with a lesser skin that makes it a purple. You might be able to see a Rhydon having a high rarity. And like I say, increased battle rewards. So you're going to be wanting to pull for something like that if you're going to want better rewards. The trophy class is graded from H to SS. So this represents the mastery of using a hero. You know, the more you play it, the more that it will level up. And it ranks from H to SS. So not this kind of like A to B to C to D. We've got a H to SS class being the highest. Now, the 3 types of heroes will be tank, assassin, marksman, and they'll each have different advantages. So the live stream talked about tanks being high health points, attack damage being normal but being slow. Now that makes them hard to play against marksmen, because marksmen will just kind of keep running away and shooting them, but they do have a special skills that bridge that gap. That there was one where you think it's Meteor, where you jump in the air and land on your opponent and can just start beating on them. Assassin is someone who is for a playstyle of speed, does higher damage, but has low health points. So you don't want to get caught out by a tank, or otherwise you'll get defeated pretty quickly. And the Marksman is when you want to be at range and you've got normal health, attack damage is high, and speed is normal. So these are what you want to consider really in the free-to-play versus pay-to-play, in that, you know, it might be that there is a character that suits your style, because with free-to-play, you will start with Rhydon. So Rhydon is, I think it falls under Assassin. Yeah, so Rhydon is the first hero that you get for free. It's not tradable. It's not a tradable NFT. So at the beginning, you'll be stuck to playing Assassin class, and having that might not suit your style. You may have played similar games or the Hero Strike game, and it's not what you want. So, and that is one initiative to kind of incentive to actually purchase heroes. If you are wanting the other types, there are 2 heroes that do unlock in the free-to-play mode. Again, can't sell them or trade them. There won't be NFTs that you can trade on the marketplace. But I guess that they will probably be one of the other 2 types, tank and marksman. So it will give you potentially an opportunity to play those. Now, what's the difference between free-to-play and pay-to-play? So they've got a really good detailed white paper on this. And the free-to-play is stated as a new concept initiated by Thetan Arena since the first version. And it may have been like, you know, early on they came up with this, but you do see this in games at the moment. The free-to-play and pay-to-play elements is something that's in a couple of other games I've seen. Free-to-play in Arena, the new beginners will be given the default hero of Rhydon, and this can be used to earn the in-game money of Thetan coin. So there's going to be 2 coins, THG, which we see available, the Thetan gem, and there's going to be Thetan coin that is going to be one that you win from playing games. So new beginners with the free-to-play will be able to still earn that. When you play to a certain rank, you'll get the 2nd and 3rd heroes, and you can make enough money to open new premium heroes on the Thetan marketplace with these 3 free heroes. So even though you might be a free-to-play player, you can buy a premium hero through that route. But how long is it going to take you? That's what you're really going to have to weigh up. It doesn't have any specifics on that, but I would say based on other games, you're probably looking at like a month or 2 months of grinding before you're able to do that. So Dragonary has a free-to-play element, but the rewards are punishingly bad at the beginning compared to what people earn who have, you know, premium or rare, the different types higher. They are getting a lot extra CYT of that token. And I think it will be very similar in this, that if you start free-to-play, you're going to be at a seriously disadvantaged to earnings. But it might be that you don't actually have any money to invest in a game. So this is perfect for you. You can grind and still get to a point where you can earn heroes that you would be able to sell in the future. Another advantage of it being free to play, being that this is going to be primarily on mobile, iOS and Android, it does open it up to a lot more users. Hence why I think it's going to be having a huge market cap. At the moment, it's already at 1.2 billion, which is insane. So having it being free to play, it means that people who are not used to the crypto world, don't own a wallet, might be able to get in without having to invest money. You're probably going to have to set up a wallet to be able to have, you know, the Thetan coin to go to. So they might have to do that bit, but it's more accessible than games that are like you need to go onto the market, go to PancakeSwap, buy this, because some people might not know how to use those things. So the free heroes versus premium heroes. The free hero has less token earn than the premium hero. You cannot buy, sell, or trade a free hero. Free hero cannot participate in special events. The free hero cannot evolve to a Thetan hero, and the free hero cannot be traded on a marketplace. So a Thetan hero, I imagine, is that like the SS version? So it might be limited in the max level at which you can get to, which is going to be putting you at a disadvantage against those premium heroes. It cannot be traded on the marketplace. But then I think one of the key things there in terms of whether to go free to play or premium is that free hero cannot participate in special events. If we look at the special events, there's a huge array. Now this showed in the trailer, they're going to have a variety of different game modes. And in special events, we've got campaign PvE, collection PvE and PvP, leaderboard competition, and war PvP. So the leaderboard competition, if you can't enter into that or you can't enter into the rankings, it's going to set you back in terms of accessing some of those big rewards. If we see this working more like a mobile game and the big the big earnings for these games being paid out to those who are the most skillful, who grind the most, who have worked together and built up a good team that wins most and has a good win ratio, it could be that we see that first place gets a ton of the rewards, second place, third place, then it all stems down to the top 1,000 getting less, and then below that might not get anything, which is what you tend to see in mobile games. So therefore, you're going to be missing out on those rewards if you go free to play. And it might be that you're really skilled, and it might be that actually if you did you have a premium hero, that you could have been up there in the rankings earning a lot more money. So it depends on the way you play it. If you just kind of want a casual free to play game, free to play is going to be more for you. But if you're going free to play because you don't want to kind of risk the investment, and you're actually really good at games like these, the premium is definitely going to be the best option. For me personally, I will definitely be obviously taking the premium route. I'm going to have a bunch of THG ready. If we look at the NFT items, when the marketplace goes live, now if they're on target with their alpha test being in Q3, it could be that they're on target for marketplace and NFT items being available. My problem with this is that, more query around this, is that Q4 has the Thetan box, and the Thetan box is the only way to summon a new premium hero to join the battle. To open it, you're going to need THG and THC depending on what type of Thetan box you choose, and the THG portion is variable and subject to adjustment based on a myriad of economic factors. So they've not specifically stated how much they're going to charge, and I think this is very good holding off on this information, because if they set it before based on a value of 0.8 cents, $0.08, 8 cents, the value has gone up massively, 30x. So if they worked out a price based on that, it wouldn't make sense. It'd probably be, it would cost you loads. So they're going to put out a value that is reasonable, probably. Not too cheap, not too expensive. I don't think it's going to be like Monster Infinity, who are aiming for $15 to $20. I think it might be a little bit more, but we'll see. But there's going to be common boxes, epic boxes, and legendary boxes, as well as season boxes. And then you've nicely laid out the drop rates. So if you are going for a legendary mythic, the best in the game, hero rarity, skin rarity, top, then you're looking for a 0.42% chance getting that from a common box, the 1.69% chance of getting that from a legendary box. And common mythics 9.2, epic mythic 16.71 from a legendary box. So you still have high chance of getting a really good skin rarity from those. So with it being a 1.69% chance of getting a mythic from a legendary box, a legendary mythic from a legendary box, you're gonna have to open like 60 boxes to theoretically, if probability works perfectly in your favor, then you will get a mythic legendary every 60 boxes. And there's going to be more than one. So to pull every single character is going to cost a lot. So if you're going down the premium route, it's going to cost a fair bit to unlock, the best characters. But games like this are generally quite balanced, and they don't have a huge advantage over other types. They try to make it so that it's not too much of an advantage and not too pay to win. But it'll be interesting to see just how more effective legendary mythics are against, say, a common default or a common mythic or an epic default. So I'll be excited to see how that works. And I imagine also with the legendary mythics, you'll get access to new skills, and those skills might really give you an advantage, work better potentially solo or work better in team play. With a common box, you're going to have to buy a lot more, way over 100, way over 200 to be able to get a chance of getting a legendary mythic. But there is still that chance, which means if you are, premium player, you only need to buy one common box. Yes, you might get a common default, but you might get a common rare, common mythic, and then your premium. And I think you know, a reasonable price for common boxes would be $30. Epic maybe $50, and legendary $100 a box. But who knows what they're actually going to do, what the pricing is going to be. But we'll see. I'm sure there'll be more information coming up in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, you know, if you are somebody who is not in this yet, hasn't purchased any THG, you know, I'd still think it's fairly good time, being that the pace is moving pretty fast, to get in on at least buying $100 worth so that you can buy some boxes or one box and get yourself a premium hero and start off from that. If you're already in it, I say hold, because that THG might get you some characters that you really want. You could just buy one and hold the coin, and you know, because you win THC and people might be selling off THC in the game, the THG might remain more stable. But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days, but I will do my best to keep you up to date with any changes. I'm following this game very, very closely. But all I know is that this game is going to be absolutely huge and fun to play on the channel. I'm looking forward to playing in teams, having some live streams on here, running some competitions, lots of action on this channel. So if you're new to it and want to keep up to date with any of that information and engage with any of that, then hit subscribe button. That's all from me. See you guys soon.